What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. This week, we're gonna build bucket seats out of bench seats. So stay tuned. All right, so the plan is we're gonna take and cut the center section out of these seats and bring the ends back together and weld the frame back together. So they have to be refoamed in the ends and recovered, obviously. But as you can see, this one here is in pretty rough shape. Well, the other one is too, to be honest, but this one obviously is worse. So we're gonna start with this, just in case we don't accomplish anything but ruining a seat. This is no great loss, but we think it's gonna work. So we're gonna take a swing at it anyway. Well, we really don't know what we're doing on this deal. Neither one of us does much upholstery work, but the first thing we're gonna do is strip it down, get as much off of it as we can. I don't know about all this foam. I think it's kind of glued on here, but we'll see. We want to get as close to just bare frame as we can. That way we don't just catch it on fire and burn it down. But we're gonna get it stripped down and figure out where to go from there.
Oh, man.
It got you. I don't know how many times that thing's got me.
It's one of my favorite pairs of pants, too.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, when you strip away all that foam and covers, you ain't left with much. Which ain't a bad thing for us. So, here's what your seat frame looks like. Just a bunch of wires wrapped around a rod in the front, wrapped around a rod in the back with some springs. So since these rods aren't connected on the ends, looks to me like we need to take this spring contraption out. And once we get the center cut out and bring it back together, we can measure and just cut this once. We don't want to section the whole frame with this in there. So then we'd wind up with two separate pieces of this that aren't connected. So far, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. Just a little cattle panel in the back here. Nothing special. Yeah. Don't look bad.
Nope. Hopefully be pretty easy.
Yep.
See what we can get into here.
We just need to figure out how wide it needs to be. Make a few cuts. Weld it back together.
Welds. Call it a day.
I wonder what the odds are that you could get the front loose and then you have your way with the back.
That's a good question.
Not very good.
I really didn't figure it'd be that hard to get these off.
Monkey. That's no good. I think we figured out how to do this without killing yourself. Needle nose, pull up on the end. Bingo. That's it. Way easier than trying to stretch these springs and get them unhooked, because these suckers are tough. There we go. Now if this is loose, all we gotta do is unhook those mean old springs. Got me pretty good. Look at that. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'll go get a Band-Aid, I'll be back. Say 21 and a half. Of course, since these are not factory seats, there's no, we don't know if it's set, if this edge would be the same.
Right.
So we could go 21 and a half on that one, and it could be sitting this way an inch.
True.
Which, I mean, wouldn't be a bad thing. I guess it could just as possibly be sitting that way an inch, which I don't think is very likely. $21 and a half would put us right here, right dead center of that seatbelt hole. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll work. $21 and a half. Right now we have 57, just call it 5/8.
It's 25 and 3/8. Gotta take out.
Are we shooting for 21 and a half?
Yeah, 21. No, that ain't. Yeah, 21 and a half.
This would be 1/8. 57. 36. And an eighth.
Oh yeah, that was way off. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah, where'd that even come from?
I have no idea.
First thing that popped into your mind?
I guess.
Thought you were a Rain Man for a second there. I just think of a math problem. The answers come to me. All right, 36 and an 8. Set that there. Find our center. What's that going to be, Rain Man?
57 and 5/8.
26, 27.
It's 25, 28 and a half, and 3/8, 28 and 7/8.
I'll go with that. 28 and what?
7/8.
So close. 13/16 apparently. Either that or this thing ain't square.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it ain't square.
pretty much all welded out. More toilet paper. It was not fun, but it is done. So, what we're contemplating here, you can barely see this cable, but it goes to the handle right there. So this unlocks the rail on the passenger side, assuming this was the driver's seat. So normally it wouldn't be at very much of an angle, but now that they're so close, it's a pretty hard angle. So Bub's questioning whether or not it's going to work, but I got faith. So we're just going to cut it and retie it. So it looked like from the factory all they had was a hook. Wasn't anything fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Piano wire or what?
Thought so. Yeah.
Uterus.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, it worked better than it did.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good too for a 50-year-old seat.
Mm-hmm.
Probably just go right inside of these. 16 3/8 or 16 1/4 maybe. It should be going underneath that, right?
Well, I mean, technically, you know, I think it only came like just a little bit past these outside hooks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Originally.
Yeah, I guess anything beyond that don't do you any good because it doesn't have
Yeah,
support.
don't have any kind of support anywhere.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, unless we were to go as far as putting additional holes here for more springs.
Nah. We'll go 14 1/2. That's an inch each side of it. Oh yeah, that's nice right there.
Yeah, that'll work good.
That's plush. That's what that is. All right, let's see what this bad boy looks like. Looks like it's leaning a little bit.
Yeah. Lacking a little sport here.
Yeah, we definitely got to do something for this. We knew was coming. You know, there's nothing for this to land on like there is on the other side. So we're gonna have to make an extension for this, come down and bolt in here. Or make a angle bracket and bolt straight down here, but this surface is round, so I don't know if we want to do that. I think we just make an angled piece here that matches this angle and comes down and match that angle and put a bolt in it. All right, well, we're gonna start tackling the other one, or we're gonna keep moving forward with this one?
6 one way, half dozen the other, I guess.
Well, I feel pretty confident that this is gonna work.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work fine.
So I think it would be easier if we had them both at the same point.
Yeah. Yeah, we might as well get the other one knocked out.
Yeah, say we get the other one. We'll build both brackets at the same time. Well, we only got to drill once. Be done with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the best idea.
All right, well, there's our second seat all welded up. Looking really good if I don't say so myself. Spring loaded, works. So now we can cut our seat spring, get that sucker in here. Be at the same stage as the other one. Then we'll get to work on these front mount brackets. Drill some holes. We've got a piece 1.5" by 3/16 flat bar. It's quite a bit thicker than what those brackets are made of, but I wanted to make sure it's plenty stout. Now we just need to measure off of the end 1.5" and put a little bend in it. We'll probably have to play with that until we get it right to where it lays right up against the flat where the floor rounds over. So do a little cleaning. We'll just put a slight bend in it and we'll go try it, see if it needs more or less or whatever. There we go. Slight radius on the corners because we're civilized. Now we just need a little bend. All right, well, we're kind of shooting in the dark here, so we'll just put a few degrees in it. I don't think it needs much. That's 30. Almost sprung back a little bit. We'll go try that. Should be a good starting point. So the plan is for that thing to lay right on here. I'm just going to weld down each side of it.
Man, it really went too much.
Too much?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, because it ain't touching the back here. Probably could do with 10 degrees less.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, 20 degrees this time. All right. Let's see how we did. Oh, it's touching now. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get.
Mm-hmm. Not too bad.
So I guess before we weld them on, we may as well drill our hole down here. It'll be a lot easier. Looks like pretty much anywhere down here will be fine. We can just assume that the other one's gonna work. Drill it too. Let's see, I think these are 3/8. So we probably need to drill them 9/16 or so, make sure we got plenty of room for getting bolts lined up and all that. Alright, so we got the seats bolted in here by the two outside bolts. That's the original bolts. So now what we got to do is get these inside two bolted. And the back one's easy. This is a flat plane here. So all we need to do is punch a hole. And I think what we're going to do is cut some square blocks and drill and tap it, similar to what the factory has on the back. And then we'll weld those blocks in the back for nuts, which will also kind of reinforce the floor at the same time. We're going to do that on the front and the back. And once that's done, we get that bolted. Then I think we take our little extension, weld it on, and then drill the hole for this. And then once that hole's drilled, we can weld our nut on the back. So that's the plan for now. Seems like a good one.
Yeah, I think it'll work.
Yeah. So we need to drill our back two holes, and we need to might as well make all four of our threaded hole plates, nuts, reinforcement pads, whatever you want to call them.
Yep.
And a finishing touch. we go. Finished product. Not too bad. Right, all bolted in. Now we need some foam.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best piece of foam. Start right there. And I'm gonna find a way to cut this. All right, so you lined up good over there?
Mm-hmm.
That'll probably do.
Yeah.
More or less. I think that's a pretty good start. A little radius here.
Yeah. Now, next question. Will a Tiger disc sand it?
I guess we're about to find out. All right, well, let's see if this is gonna work. Got a new disc, sanding pad. So, I guess we're fixing to see if TV is real or not. Not that they use Tiger disc, but I have seen them sanded. I'm almost certain of it.
Yeah, I've seen them sand it.
That was just as messy as I thought it would be.
I think it's messier.
Man, That's bad. But it worked. I think it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dang good.
Yeah, we'll run that after we get a blowgun.
All right, see how this thing fits.
Well, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty even all the way around.
Sweet.
Perfect.
All right.
Just need some upholstery. Yep, 3 more pieces to go.
Yep.
Another one in here.
All right, finally we get the big payoff.
Yep, pretty dang good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. See what the back looks like here. Yeah, not too shabby.
Looks good. It's a little mismatch here.
Yeah, it's like it almost seems like you want to taper these in, you know what I mean? And like take some of this down.
Yeah, well, it seems like the bottom is, you know, as a bench, it would fit inside of these brackets.
Yeah.
Where the back obviously hung over the tubing. It's just the way it was, so I don't know if that's the way it would be. No, it may have always been like that. You just never noticed it.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to say. Because this is a factory. That's a factory fit right there. And it's inside of that bracket. Where the back, obviously, it would have had to come over this bar. You'd be sitting on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
So it almost had to be mismatched like that. This one probably needs to be shaved a little bit to fit a little better. I don't know. But again, this foam is not going to be permanent. Obviously, that one's pretty rough.
Mm-hmm.
But if we get it shaped the way we want now, that'll make it easier for the real upholstery guy in the end. He'll already know what we want. Well, hop in. Let's see how it sits.
Oh man, it's like riding on a cloud, boy. Shoot. Don't know what more you could ask for.
Yeah, well, that's what we decided.
Yeah,
Most comfortable seat was a square body bench. So
that good console right here.
mm-hmm.
Shoot, golden.
It's the best of both worlds. A bucket seat made out of a square body bench.
Yeah. Yeah,
Bench bucket.
definitely comfy. It's be nice.
Yes, sir. Was it feel wide enough?
Oh yeah, yeah, plenty wide. Because when it cushions down, you still feel it come around my legs a little bit.
Yeah.
So if my big ass, if it'll cradle me, it'll cradle anybody.
Perfect. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah. I like it.
Awesome.
So, if you want to save a little money and can source you 2 square body bench seats at a reasonable price, this is a pretty easy way to make you some cool buckets using existing sliders, all that stuff. In the grand scheme of things, a pretty easy little project. So, something to consider. That's going to do it for this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then go in the comments and type subscribe. That'll get you into our monthly giveaways. This month, we're giving away 3-piece set of Estwing ball peen hammers. Pretty damn good hammers, pretty cool. There will be a link in the description so you can check those out. That's going to do it for this episode. We appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.